Welcome. As women in business, we're so busy being busy. We're juggling life and business, and we're in the hustle. And that's when we lose sight of who we really are. This podcast is here to inspire and empower you to unleash you, the one that's been hiding behind all the roles that you play. Weekly episodes will help you to find fun, energy, and flow in life, and also give you tips and tools so you can have a successful yet simple business. My guests and myself talk all things mindset, spirituality, relationships, and of course business. Live the life that you've been dreaming of. Now, let's get to the good part. Welcome to today's episode of the Sharon Cliffe Podcast, and today's episode is Stop Hitting the Snooze Button. Yes, stop hitting the snooze button. We all do it. I know you do it. I used to do it too. Do not do it anymore. And in fact, I very rarely wake up to my alarm because I always wake up before it. My body clock now is just in tune to my habit that I create around my morning routine. And unless I am getting up at a crazy hour to, drive a distance, whether I'm traveling to catch a plane or whether I'm jumping onto one of my mastermind group calls, which are at like 3 a.m., or whether I've got interviews that are with podcast guests or with clients that I work with that are globally. So we have the time zone difference. Generally, I get up on my own. But what I want to talk about the snooze button today is if you do rely on your alarm and you do find yourself hitting that snooze button, and be honest, some of you hit it more than once. Now, let me tell you what that does. What it does is it actually makes you more tired and it actually zaps more time out of your morning. So you think you're doing the right thing by setting your alarm, but what you're actually doing is letting yourself down by hitting that snooze button. And if you hit that snooze button more than once, you're letting yourself down even more. Now, what do I mean about that? If you have your alarm go off and it's easy for you just to reach over and hit snooze, you're not going to go back into a deep sleep and get more sleep and wake up more energized. You're actually going to make yourself tired. And what you're also going to do is you're going to start thinking about what you've got to do for the day. So you're actually going to make yourself tired and exhausted before you even get up out of bed. The other thing that you might do by hitting that snooze button is that you might actually sit there and start mucking around on your phone and scrolling through things. So your mindset and your energy is going to be reliant on what you're consuming on social media. And is that really the best way to start your day? No. The best way is to set that alarm the night before, put your phone or your alarm clock out of arm's reach so that you have to get up out of bed to turn it off. Because what that does for you is when your feet hit the ground, you're then upright, you're moving your body. You're unlikely to go back to bed or unlikely to go and hit the snooze button and jump back into bed. You're going to get up and start your day. What that does for you is that you're ahead of the game. You've started the day with the foot in front. It means that you're getting up straight away. And if you're smart and if you've got a great mindset, what you will do is actually set your alarm for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes earlier than what you actually need to. So that when that alarm goes off, you're not hitting snooze. You're not allowing yourself just quickly 5 minutes to get up and get ready and get out the door. What you're actually doing is allowing yourself to get up, your feet hit the floor, and we know once they hit the floor, you start moving, and then you can move into the rest of your morning. You get up, you turn that alarm off. And it depends on how your routine goes. The best way for me is that I get up, I go for a walk and move my body. And if I'm feeling tired, or I'm feeling a bit of a lull, or I feel that I've got a lot going on in my mind and my mind's busy, moving my body outside, it could just be a 5-minute walk. It could be a few laps around the backyard. Getting my body moving, getting outside, clears my mind. It re-energizes me. It gets my body moving. It sets my mind and my body up for the day. Now, I've just walked down to the beach. This morning, my routine was a bit sort of a bit reversed. I got up. I didn't lay in bed mucking around. My husband laid in bed playing with his phone, reading things. I went and had breakfast. He went and had a shower. I had breakfast. He left for work, had a coffee and left for work. I had a beautiful, nourishing breakfast. I then took myself for a walk to the beach, and I walked quite quickly. What I found was when I got down there and I stared at the beach and I felt grateful for this life that I have set up, this freedom business, this freedom lifestyle that I have set up. I got down to the beach, and when I walked back even faster. I had a smile on my face. I could feel the breeze in my face. I was listening to a podcast, and it really got my mind going. It got me thinking about, different podcasts that I want to create over the next few weeks. It really allowed me to start my day on a positive note. And I sent my husband a photo of the beach, and I sent my mum one, like I always do. And I posted on my personal stories on my business pages. My husband then rang me and said, "Where are you?" And I go, "I'm walking back from the beach." He's like, "Oh." I said, "Well, what you should have done was you should have come too, but I didn't have time because I was going to work." Well, then you should have set your alarm 5, 10, 15 minutes earlier. It only takes me 7 minutes to walk down to the beach, 7 minutes back. A couple of minutes to, whack some eggs in and make a coffee. That whole routine could only take me 20, 30 minutes, but it makes such a difference to my day. So I'm starting my day high vibed, one foot in front of the other, moving forward, great mindset, moved my body, feeling energized, clear-headed, starting my day off amazing. And yet he's going, "Oh, well, I would have liked to walk to the beach." So set your alarm, get up out of bed when it goes off. He set his alarm at 5:55, so then he can lay in bed for 5 minutes and then listen to the news and then get up. And then he missed out on a nice nourishing breakfast because he made a coffee on the go and put a bit of Vegemite on toast and eating that as he walked out the door. Very different starts to the day. So not hitting that snooze button, which is what he does a lot of the time, not bagging what he does, but I'm just showing you the difference between how you can start your morning and the effects that it has to your mind and your body at the start of the day, but how that energy flows on through the day as well. I'm starting the day high vibe, energized, with a great mindset, with energy. I've moved my body. I've nourished my body. I'm setting myself up for an amazing, productive day. And it's all because I didn't hit that snooze button. It's all because I got up out of bed as soon as I woke up or as soon as my alarm went off. And if you need to break the habit that you've got now about hitting the snooze button, then move your phone or move your alarm clock away so you have to get up out of bed. You need to break the habit. That's how you can change your morning routine, is breaking that habit. Don't hit the snooze button. If you have enough willpower that you can turn your alarm off and get up, that's fine. If you need to break the habit of continually hitting the snooze button, then you need to put your alarm out of reach. So you need to get up, because you're highly unlikely to go back to bed once you get up. And it's the same when I have some of these early starts. I go, "Oh, I don't want to get up. I'm tired." Once you get up and you get dressed and you start moving, you're fine. You just need to get up and get out of bed. So that is my rant for the day for stop hitting that snooze button, because it can make such a difference. That little habit that you do in the morning can make such a difference to how you start your day and the momentum that you have throughout the day. Now, if you have loved this podcast, let me know. If you know someone who constantly hits that snooze button or struggles to get out of bed or lays in bed for ages before they get up, share this episode with them. Let's see if it makes a difference. And you know what? Just try this Monday to Friday and see how you go. See how the difference is by the time if you start this on a Monday, on a Friday, how was your morning on a Friday compared to how the Monday was? How was your energy throughout the day on the Friday compared to how it was on the Monday? How was your mindset on the Friday compared to the Monday? How much better nourished are you on the Friday in comparison to the Monday? Are you find that you're not snacking all through the day because you've had a nourishing breakfast? And you find that you've got more energy and your movement flows more because you've moved your body. And as I said, it doesn't have to be a massive workout. So I really want you to trial this for at least the Monday, the Friday, the first week while you're at work. Or just do what I do. Instead of waiting, just start tomorrow. Start tomorrow. Don't hit that snooze button. I mean, a lot of the times we don't have alarms set on the weekend, but just start. So that's it from me. Until next time. That's the Sharon Cliffe Podcast. Before you press stop, thanks for listening to today's episode. And if you enjoyed this episode, do the 3 S's. Subscribe so you never miss an episode each Thursday. Shout out to your community so they can be inspired and empowered. And share. Share with me your aha moments and your takeaways. By doing this, it helps this podcast to inspire and impact more women globally so they can have a fulfilling life and business. I would love for you to connect with me on Instagram, the Sharon Cliffe. And if you want to know more about me or how you can work with me, head to my website, sharoncliffe.com.au. See you next time.